Wednesday of peak week right now, and first off, peak week is a term you use for the last week of preparation before a bodybuilding competition, and it's just the week where you make little adjustments to ensure that your physique is looking its best. Oops, we're going through a tunnel. And for me, it was going from being very low carb the past 2 weeks to adding in quite a bit more carbs this week. And what it does is just pushes glucose into my muscles and kind of re-inflates them and fills out my physique. So it's like a healthier look. I kind of mess around with stuff. I don't have a coach, so I just test things out before prep or during prep and see how my body responds. So low carb made me look a little hollow, and adding the carbs back in has just made me look healthier. And I'll actually taper them down starting today, leading up to show day, just to lose a little bit of water that you retain from adding extra carbs in. A little more about peak week for me. My workouts were the same up until yesterday, when honestly I was busy all day long. I never stopped, not until my head hit the pillow, and all I had time for was a 15-minute circuit. Everything was sore because I'd had some hard workouts over the weekend, and I did legs on Monday, so I just kind of made an executive decision to take it easy. I spent more time stretching and doing some mobility work and foam rolling. I used a tennis ball to lay on and roll around on my scapula area, because I think just from programming so much lately, where I'm sitting at the computer making workout plans for my clients, I have horrible posture while I'm doing that, and my shoulders were so tight. So I think honestly that was more beneficial to me than doing a regular workout, even though I could have. The rest of my week will be incredibly light workout wise. I'm gonna start trying to keep my feet up starting Thursday night and Friday, just to, your ankles kind of get swollen when you're on your feet a lot, and I want to prevent that for the show on Saturday, even though I'm gonna have hours to keep my feet up on Saturday, because Tall Bikini is scheduled to go on stage last for Prejudging, and it starts at 10:30, so probably be sitting around from check-in at 8 until maybe 2 p.m. before I can get on stage. So I have a little anxiety about that, just because I know I look my best first thing in the morning, and it just kind of is all downhill from there. But I don't know, we'll figure it out. Another thing about the last week of prep, and even just life in general, when things get stressful, just because you have a lot on your plate, your to-do list is as long as your arm, and you just feel like there aren't enough hours in the day, something that really helps me is to just take 30 seconds or whatever you can spare and focus on my breathing. Just take some deep breaths. Me personally, when I'm stressed out, I know I'm a very shallow breather, which makes it so much worse to just be semi-oxygen deprived, stressing out, revolving thoughts going through my head about, okay, now what, you know what I mean? So just take a moment, center yourself, take some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. You'll feel worlds better in less than a minute. I really love the it's not mind space. Matt always calls it mind space. It sounds like MySpace. What is it actually called? Headspace. Headspace. There's an app called Headspace, and I've been neglecting it a lot lately, but It's a meditation app, and it's free at first. You get a free trial of 10 sessions, I think it is, and it's just 10 minutes each session of mindful meditation, basically doing what I just talked about. You're just sitting there breathing, you count your breaths, you clear your mind, and take some time for yourself to just be. And after the free 10 sessions that are 10 minutes long, the sessions get longer, and that just got a little overwhelming for me to sit there. It seems like an eternity. I think that just means I'm bad at it, but after the show I think I'll have more time to get in tune with myself and hit up Headspace again, since I did end up paying for the monthly membership. I think I paid for like 6 months up front, so I better start using it. But that's kind of a secret for success right there, is just to take some time to yourself and don't stress or think about anything. Just be still, focus on your breath, and then you'll probably be 10 times more productive after you take that little bit of time. Unfortunately, that was the only footage I took during peak week, and the rest of this video is from the Friday that Matt and I actually drove to the location of the competition and checked into our hotel, and the actual show day. So this is me on Friday afternoon, April 17th, practicing my front and back poses before I got my tan sprayed on and I couldn't practice anymore. On stage, the judges just direct you to face the front or face the back, and these are the poses I did on show day. So I'm in the room just waiting for my tan. It's at 7:45. I wanted to eat dinner before that because tanning can take anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours depending on how long it takes you to dry. So entertaining myself, listening to my audiobook, Dirty Rush by Taylor Bell. It's really good so far. And then I'm so excited to have some steak. And while that cooks, I get some wine. I've got my suit all finished. I upgraded it myself. Matt actually helped me, and so we just got some additional Swarovski crystals to put on there with a hot fix tool. And not gonna lie, a bunch of them already fell off while I was practicing posing, but it's still an upgrade, way more sparkly, and I got to reuse a suit that I wore last year, so at the end of the day, it saved me some money. And I'm going to do a video later on how to be thrifty and compete, because there's a lot of ways where you can save money and end up with the same or similar results, and I'm all about that. So it's expensive to compete, honestly. I don't know how some girls do like 8 shows a season. Really adds up. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my steak and my wine and a little bit of baked potato, and then go get my tan. And I'm not looking forward to it 'cause it's like torture to stand there naked while you dry for up to an hour or more. It's so bad. It's very uncomfortable, but excited, and I'll probably look ridiculously dark in person, and on stage it's gonna look bomb, so it's worth putting up with. Matt's helping. I've got 4 ounces of ribeye that I cooked on the George Foreman grill, and 120 grams of baked potato that I already cooked at home, and I just heated it up on the George Foreman. A little bit of ketchup because I'm just addicted to ketchup. Can't live without it. And my delicious glass of Cabernet. Already drank all the water. Do you notice the difference?
Whoa. Big time.
It's gonna get darker overnight too.
Wow. Pretty dark.
Good morning. It's the big day. I just went to Starbucks. It's in the hotel for a small iced coffee and a double shot of espresso because I'm dragging. But it's about 9:30. I'm making a little salmon and cream cheese sandwich on Udi's gluten-free bread. Heating it up all glamorous like in my George Foreman. And turn this around. Natural lighting. There we go. So they put some tanner on my face, but I'm gonna get even darker because my makeup's pretty dark and I need it to match my even super darker body. Crazy dark. Last year about this time I was pounding a Snickers and eating chocolate like non-stop all day because everyone else was, and it was like, oh, you're gonna load with carbs and it doesn't matter anymore at this point what you eat. You just want the carbs to fill you out. But I just remember my stomach feeling so distended and probably went overboard with the carbs. I had serious bloat from drinking way too much water last year when, as a surprise to me, I ended up competing at the night show for the overall. Because otherwise you're really only competing in the morning at prejudging. But this year I'm going to keep it right, keep it tight until after everything's over, just in case I have a chance to compete for an overall title. So minimal water. This coffee's great because it's pretty dehydrating. Something kind of weird and embarrassing people don't think about is that once you get your tan, it reacts to any kind of moisture, like any kind of liquid. I can't really wash my hands. I've got hand sanitizer. But it will leave a very visible splotch if you get liquid on yourself. So when it comes to using the bathroom, you don't really want to be that hydrated because every time you go pee is a chance that you could possibly get some splash on yourself or something. It's gross but true, and every competitor deals with it. Well, every, I guess, female. It's probably way easier for guys. But about to enjoy this breakfast. Then it's makeup time, and a couple crystals fell off my suit, so I'm gonna fix that, and then we'll look at heading over to the venue. It's a pretty chill morning because we checked in yesterday, so so far so good. I did my own makeup for the show. It took me about an hour. I was really happy I did because once I got to the venue, a lot of the girls were complaining about the makeup artists that were at the venue, that they paid $100 for average makeup. And so I just got some really flashy false eyelashes and very glittery eyeshadow, a very red lipstick, and I mixed a darker foundation in with my own foundation until it reached exactly the color of the rest of my body. So I was really happy with my makeup and how that came out. I learned a lot about how to do makeup from my friend Emma, and also just watching YouTube videos. I had gotten a keratin straightening treatment for my hair the week before, and I was really super happy with it. It almost dries stick straight. I have to do very little with it, so it was super manageable for the show and didn't react to humidity or the heat of the stage. And this is me kicking back with my feet up while we waited for my class to go on stage for prejudging. And in the past, I've always been on stage for prejudging before noon, and I didn't get on stage until 5 p.m. for prejudging. So for the night show, it was like 9 or 10. I don't even remember, but here I am knitting while I'm waiting to go on stage, and I'll show some clips of prejudging here next. This is the footage Matt was able to get of my class, Bikini Open Class C, and I was surprised I was in C because, as you can tell, I'm quite a bit taller than all of these girls, and so my opinion, I think I should have been in the taller class, Class D, but I don't know that would have helped me anymore with my placing. I ended up placing 10th out of 12 in this group. So what the judges are doing now in this footage is first call outs in a really strange way, but they took the initial lineup of girls and then called back the top 5. All the ladies that just walked to the back of the stage ended up with a trophy. So this is just the batch of ladies that they gave the rest of the placements, I guess, and that's fine. It was a tough competition, man. There was just amazing physiques. I pretty much knew at this point, when I was facing the back of the stage and looking at the girls they had called to the back, that was the top 5, and at this point I was just there to have fun. But that's okay. It's kind of a head game. But here's a clip of my night show walk next.
171. She's an officer in the United States Air Force stationed in Hanscom. Thank you for her husband Matt for his support. This is Amy Sanders.
Go away, Mary! Ow! Yeah, ow! Go away, Mary! Look good! Ow!
So we're back at the hotel. The show is finally over. It's midnight right now, and I didn't place this time, and that's okay. Open is a whole nother ball game. I did novice last time, and so I kind of leveled up, like I said in my first vlog, and competed in open, and oh my gosh, there was just so many gorgeous girls in amazing shape, fully blinged out suits. I felt good about my body. I know I improved from my last show in every way possible, like hair, makeup, suit, body, confidence, stage presence. So I'm gonna keep working on it, but I'm excited to take a break. Definitely gonna take a week off from the gym and reverse diet and keep setting goals because I'm not gonna wallow in the fact I didn't place or anything. And anyway, it was pretty fun. It was just a really long day, but I will see you next time. Maybe we'll get some footage from our vacation.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to wrap this video up with some footage of some of my post-show food here. It's not all junk food. I'm trying to keep it under control and reverse diet, but Thank you for following my journey to the stage. Like and subscribe, and I'll keep doing more videos.